Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good day to all student year 3. We meet again in Pdpr English year 3, and today we will learn in module 2, and the themes for today's lesson is everyday. We will focusing on simple present tense. Alright class, let's begin our class by referring to learning objective of today's lessons. First, the students be able to evaluate the song and mimes 2 to 3 actions correctly. Number 2, students can apply by asking questions correctly to their friends and reply the questions correctly. The success criteria for today is the students be able to listen to the song and mime actions correctly, and the second one is the student can ask and answer question correctly. Alright class, let's begin our lesson today by singing. Let's sing the song called Mike's Day. Are you guys ready? Let's sing together.
Module 2. Every day. Sing a song. Mike's Day.
In the morning I get up. I always get up at 8 o'clock. I have breakfast. I always brush my teeth. And I always go to school with my best friend Keith. Mike's Day. Mike's Day.
After school, he has lunch. He always has lunch at 3 o'clock. He does his homework. He never has a shower. He sometimes plays football with Keith and Howard. Mike's Day. Mike's Day.
Alright class, let's continue with our first activity for today. The activity is to identify what is Mike's everyday activities from the song. The first one, he always brushes his teeth. He sometimes brushes his teeth. From the song, the correct answer is he always brushes his teeth. The next one, he always does his homework, or he never does his homework. From the song, the correct answer is he always does his homework. Next one, he sometimes plays football, or he never plays football. Yeah, he sometimes plays football. He always eats his breakfast, or he never eats his breakfast. Yes, he always eats his breakfast. And the last one, he always get up at 8 o'clock, or he sometimes get up at 8 o'clock. Yes, he always get up at 8 o'clock. From these activities, we notice about 3 words, which is always, sometimes, and never. This is called an adverb. Adverbs is the words that added to the verbs. But what is the difference between always, sometimes, and never? Alright class, always, sometimes, and never is to explain how often things happen. Bermaksud, berapa banyak kali sesuatu benda yang kita lakukan itu. Sebagai contoh dalam jadual ini. For example, 100% means you always do these activities. Never fail. Tak pernah tak buat. Sentiasa buat. So we use always. For example, Dad always cooks the dinner. I always wash my hand. This is an example of always. Next one, if we done it just 50% or sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. This is called sometimes. Kadang-kadang. Kadang-kadang kita buat, kadang-kadang kita tak buat. Itu kita panggil sometimes. For example, Tim sometimes bangs the door. I sometimes comb my hair. This is an example of sometimes. And the last one is never, means 0%. Or you never do the activity. For example, Bob never goes to school late. He never brushes his teeth. Means he never do the activity. Dia tak pernah buat aktiviti itu. Itu kita panggil sebagai never. Alright class, can you differentiate between always, sometimes, and never? Okay class, let's do some activities by asking and answering questions. This is an example of asking and answering question. Does your dad drive to work? No, he doesn't. He takes the train. This is a guideline how to ask and answer. You must differentiate between the subject. For example, if you and they, you must answer do or don't. For example, do you walk to school? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Do they walk to school? Yes, they do. No, they don't. However, if the subject is the third person singular, for example, he or she, or the name of the person, for example, Ali, Tommy, Kenny, we must write the question and answer like this. Does he take the bus to school? Yes, he does. No, he doesn't. You must use does and doesn't for the third person singular. He, she, or the name of the person. For example, does Ahmad take the bus to school? Yes, Ahmad is a boy or girl? Yes, a boy. So, yes, he does. Or, no, he doesn't. Okay class, this is the guideline that I have told earlier. So, if he, she, it, and the name of a person, you must add the s at the verbs. Okay? For example, he eats, she eats, it eats, Kenny eats. Okay? Same also with the word do. He does, she does, it does, Kenny does. That's why the answer here will be yes, he does. No, he doesn't. Alright? This is called a simple present tense. You must differentiate between he, she, it, and are, you, we, they. Alright class, let's practice. The first question. Do you ride a bicycle to school? you and do. So the correct answer is yes, I do. No, I don't. Yes, I do. No, I don't. The second one. Do they ride a bicycle to school? They and do. So the answer is yes, they do. No, they don't. The third question. Does Albert take a train to school? Look out this word, does and Albert. So the answer should be yes, he does, or no, he doesn't, because does here. Alright, why you put does here? Because Albert is a third person singular, same as he and she. Alright, let's look at the fourth question. Does your mother walk to the market? So the answer will be yes, she does. No, she doesn't. Alright class, this is the correct way how to ask and answer question. I hope you understand and be able to practice it in your daily life. That's all for today's lessons. Until we meet again, thank you and have a nice day.